Much, and we'll move on to student board member report, Mr. Isaac Gardon.
Thank you, President Rodriguez. Perhaps the universe blessed us with an extra day this February because of all the work that needed to get done. From a successful youth council meeting at West Campus to an engaging superintendent's roundtable meeting at McClatchy, the Student Advisory Council surely appreciated the extra day we got. Or perhaps the reason we were blessed with this extra day was a gesture towards the natural state of equilibrium, as perhaps the universe had a sense that this district, and many of her counterparts around the state, are in a dire need of more ADA funds this time of year, and blessed us with an extra day to bring in the preciously needed capital to our schools. I find it funny that I'm associating spiritual references to money in schools, but these times of instability are no joke, and perhaps my homage to forces greater than flesh and blood allow me to cap some of the anger and frustration I hold towards our state politicians' values and their choices. My frustration doesn't stay capped for long, though, as our state politicians' values have a direct effect on me and my peers. Our state's values and choices have a direct effect on this board. Our state has chosen to not adequately fund education and has written us into a lease, but not given us the means to pay. I'm tired of the cuts we are forced to make, the cost of bureaucracy, and the screwed up values of our state government. What I'm tired of the most, though, I'm tired of kicking the can of insufficiency down the road. I'm tired of our legislatures making poor value choices that force this board to give up our own values and our own choices. I'm tired of giving up my values to terminate hardworking employees, to lay off bus drivers, to pink slip entire departments. I'm tired of cutting art classes, band, drama, and sports. I'm tired that the 80 members in the state assembly and the 40 in our state senate, I'm tired of them making bad choices and locking this district into making even worse choices. I'm tired of this. We all are, yet we've yet to find the brew of coffee to adequately wake us up. I've written my legislatures. Heck, I've spoken to both of them. Roger Dickinson and Darrell Steinberg, bless their hearts, just point their fingers and blame the Republican Party, though. And while I agree to them to some extent, blaming the grand old party isn't a solution. Blaming the GOP is not a solution. It's an excuse to not do anything. It's an excuse to stick with the status quo and continue to fund education inadequately. Perhaps our politicians could exercise their integrity a little more, not worry about getting reelected, and do what is right for the state and what is right for the children of the state. Perhaps our city council and mayor even could look into privatizing parking, adding sales taxes, and spending the roughly $550,000 they spent on consultants to determine how to fund an arena, on consultants to determine how to supplement education in Sacramento. Imagine that. Spending of hundreds of millions of dollars so grown men can act like children and throw a ball, while children drop out of school and are forced to become adults during their childhood. How is this right? What is happening to our priorities? What is happening to our values in the state and in this city? Not everyone is misguided in this situation, though, and it is from difficult times that we see the heroes we are surrounded by each and every day. We see the teachers that put in extra hours before and after school to help their struggling students with school and home life issues because they don't get enough time from their counselors who have to deal with 700 other students for now while they still have a job. We see librarians volunteer extra hours on campuses because there aren't enough funds to pay them for now, again, while they still have their jobs. We also see school site councils and PTAs putting long hours and hard work to help raise funds to supplement a decreasing budget. We see employees throughout the district doing things that aren't in their job description because there's no one left to do them. We see a superintendent that cares about our district, our students, and our mission to put children first. We see a budget director speak at a meeting of students so they can better understand the budget and do something about it. This is what we see, heroes rising in such a difficult situation. These heroes inspire us to not give up and to not lose all hope. If only they could convince our state politicians to rise up for education as well. Unfortunately, that's the motto of these times, though. If only and perhaps. Nothing is certain, including receiving a decent education, I guess. With that, I'd like to conclude my report and urge everyone to write their legislatures, make YouTube videos, and do whatever you can to not accept our state politicians' belief that it's okay that California is 47th in the nation for the amount of money it devotes to students. Thank you.
Board Member Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam President. If I may, I'd like to ask Member Gardon, are you a product of the Sacramento City Unified School District?
K through 12.
We can do something right.